Welcome, Pisces, to your Libra Full Moon deep dive forecast for the ascendant, the sun, or the moon. Across the 1st or the 2nd of April, the moon in Libra at 12 degrees 21 goes face to face with the sun in the fire sign of Aries. Each full moon has its own unique influence. I'm going to share with you your event chart from a purely Pisces viewpoint. At the end of the video, you'll have a clear understanding of what you can expect over the next 2 weeks in terms of your energy, work, finances, and relationships. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundell. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. The sign of Libra is ruled by Venus, so it can be very gracious, but of course it's very much about balance, harmony, equilibrium. But for you, it's actually in the eighth house. The moon in the eighth house can be quite deep and quite complex. What is the full moon here going to hold for you? Well, we need to look at the overall map because your traditional ruler of Jupiter is actually in contact with the moon in a square, but also with the sun in Aries in a square too. Now, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, loves to be there, is a feel-good energy in the fifth house, which can be very much to do with our enjoyment of life, can be where we socialize, can be about romance, but the energy of the sun in the second house can be about everyday money, our life foundations, our values. So maybe you're going to be in the mood to be more speculative over the next 2 weeks, particularly as the square between Jupiter and the moon can make you very drawn to anything that might be a bit mysterious or luxurious. But also the second eighth house axis can be about what we're too attached to. So there may be some lifestyle choices at the moment, maybe financially, maybe in terms of what you're eating and drinking, which are not necessarily so good. And the eighth house essentially is where we share or connect, where we're most invested. It can be about our long-term finances, but it can definitely be about intimacy too. Now, the bigger map shows that the collective in your zodiac sign is also on top form. Mercury, which has been going through that tricky retrograde, is in a superb link with Jupiter. Something that's been struggling can start to gain energy and traction. Mars, a powerhouse, but in your sign meeting resistance because of the water, is going to forge an exceptionally helpful link to Uranus. So things are going to be speeding up for you. You also have Venus, the planet of money, in the quick-witted third house, but it is being squared by Pluto. So you could be gripped by some impulsive desires, maybe around someone you're drawn to, maybe to splash out on something that seems hard to live without. But what we haven't talked about, Pisces, is Saturn. Saturn is very near to the sun, very near to the opposition to the moon, and that can bring some tension, coolness. If you're in a situation where you and someone you're connecting to don't see things the same way, maybe about personal values, but it could well be about money, what's being spent now, what's the long-term impact. Something will need to be reviewed and a serious discussion be had. And it's possible with Pluto in your 12th house of things that are hidden in that angle to Saturn, the sextile, that you're going to share some thoughts or ideas that you've had that someone may be surprised by. But it could be you're not connected to anyone at all around your resources or even intimately. And what you can do is use the subterranean energies of Pluto to use old knowledge, experience, and skills in a way in the here and now to seriously look at how you can increase your income. Because essentially, Saturn in the second house over the next 2 years may see an old income stream dry up or become more limited. But there's a lot to like about this chart in terms of being much more entrepreneurial, perhaps embracing a more speculative side of your nature, but keeping things in balance. A key Libran principle is certainly very much to the fore. Now, I'm going to recap those four areas of energy, work, relationships, and finance. But just to say, if you've yet to watch your deep dive video for April, your monthly video, please check that out on the screen. You can get your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning by clicking on the link beneath this video. Get your celestial pit stop each day. Also, if you'd like to work with me one-to-one, please see my testimonials below. You can order your personal horoscopes. There's 50% off still. Please see the link below for those too. So to summarize, as far as finance is concerned, I think if there is a little bit too much going out in the here and now, the moon in Libra is asking you to trim that and get things more aligned. If you're in a relationship where your values are not connecting as well as they could, it may need talking about. But Pluto in your 12th house could see you express some deeply held feelings that I wouldn't say you've been bottling up, but you're certainly going to ventilate them now. When it comes to being more enterprising with your resources, if you've got the money and you've got a good idea that you're really attracted to, that link between Mercury and Jupiter is a fabulous one for really going for it, as is Mars linked to Uranus. But when it comes to your relationship situation, Venus can see you very drawn to someone who's got quite a sensual vibe. Maybe you quite like their ideas, the way they express themselves. But if you are drawn to someone, that eighth house energy of the moon may see it happen in quite a kind of powerful way, which is hard to resist. And Pluto's just saying, be conscious of what you might be getting into. And as far as energy is concerned, I think your energy is going to be pretty good, but you are being encouraged still to be mindful of making your diet as plain and simple as possible. All the best, Pisces. Take care and goodbye.